Get this, adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Wondery. Greenlight.com/Wondery.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Alice.
And we are the Prosecutors. Today on the Prosecutors. Last week you got a look behind the mic on some of our bloopers. This week you're getting more of the same. Happy New Year.
The swim meet got rained out, in case you were wondering. It was supposed to start at 5:30.
Oh,
well,
is this at the club or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, all of these pools are outdoors, but it was like 7 minutes to start time, and just like the skies opened, and I was like, please cancel, please don't make us wait here and like start an hour late, you know?
Yeah.
And they canceled. I was like, bless you.
Awesome.
Because it was already going to be hard tonight.
Okay. Going live.
Okay. You know it's summertime because, like, you're right. It gets, like, hotter and hotter in the closet.
Yeah.
And I was recording earlier today, and I was like, it was raining, and this is upstairs, and I was like, can you hear the rain on the recording? I don't know. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
It's not like I can't listen back, but... Okay. I'm ready. Let's get through this.
Woo, let's do it. Okay. I gotta think something to call you. Sorry. I got all hyped up for nothing. Okay. Superlatives. Okay, let's do this.
Can I share a really quick life hack?
Of course.
I'm sorry. I just thought about it, and I wanted to make sure you knew the life hack, and anyone else too. So we fly out of Atlanta all the time, which is like the largest airport, literally, like one of the largest airports in the country, maybe world. I think I've shared this with you. I only do carry-on from ATL because I park in the international terminal. There's a parking business there, whatever it's called. And they take you directly to international, and it cuts the time it takes to get in and out of the airport and security by like 30 minutes for me every single time. I just wanted to let you know because a friend just asked me where to park, and I wanted to share that life hack. It has saved me hours of my life at ATL. So anyways, That's all.
There you go. In case you're wondering. Okay. Are you ready to start the show?
I just wanted to mess with you. I wanted to mess with you is all.
Yeah, right as I was
I'm ready.
Go. It says it's obviously
aliens. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We should sell something like that. Real quick cooking story. Thank you, Jason Blair, for sending me some maple syrup, which immediately made me think of Elf because, you know, you put maple syrup on spaghetti? Yes. I made the most delicious granola with that maple syrup. And I'm talking, Brittany is stuffing her face with it. And like granola's hard. Like it's not a baby food, right? And she is just like covered in granola. I'm finding it like in her shirt, in her hair. She's a fan of maple syrup is all I'm saying. So thank you. And I'll post that granola recipe because it is delicious. Put it with some Greek
Why don't you
yogurt.
just write a cookbook?
I can't. It takes so much time. I'd rather just give away my recipes for free. Okay, but learned. You can put whatever dried fruits you want in it. Don't put dried mango. Dried mango is my favorite. I tried.
Really?
I failed. It burned. I think it like caught on fire. The rest of it was fine. I had to pick out the mango chunks, which is too bad because I love mango. But chopped dates worked beautifully, so that was great.
Well, there you go.
That's all. Thanks for the maple syrup. Send me ingredients. I'll incorporate it. I'll try to create some recipe. That's all I got. I thought we needed something light.
Yeah, something light to end on. Okay. Well, I don't know when we'll be back. We have that other thing we're doing on Thursday.
Is that 8 o'clock, not 8:30?
It is at 8.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are awesome. We'll see you soon. At some point, we'll get Alice to do that cookbook.
Sophie. Oh. The prosecutors and not the prosecutors.
That's right.
I love me a good pun. Thanks, guys. Also, Speaking the prosecutors on the gallery.
That would be awesome.
I laughed so hard at the prosecutors. If you don't know what I'm talking about. If somebody else puts
it together, we'll show up.
I'll go to a cruise. Heck yeah. I definitely watched that, was it Netflix or HBO documentary about how cruise ships work? It's great. Fascinating.
There you go.
Okay.
Don't forget to stop recording. Okay, guys.
Thanks.
We'll see y'all later. Bye. Day 7.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, how great was the almost fall weather we have?
Hey, I mean, it was nice over the weekend. It's beautiful.
I will accept.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We haven't done one of these Q&As in so long. I'm excited.
I know. We haven't.
And we're not using Get Vocal, which we totally broke last time.
We're not.
No,
we would totally. What's funny is, we did that Get Vocal and it was like 100 people, and that was the most people we'd ever had.
I know.
That broke it. Now
we have more. It would totally
get
really
up to 100
break
people.
It. Yeah. I know. Maybe
and I liked Get Vocal. I don't know what happened to them. When they went from Get Vocal to Vocal, their new interface was so clunky and terrible.
Are we still paying for it?
we never paid for it.
Oh, that might be the problem.
Yeah, well, I don't know that they had a.
They didn't. No, I'm saying that might be the problem.
They were trying to move towards that.
I know, but it was hard to get anyone to pay for it when it was like that. Anyways, okay. Yeah. Whew, ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Should I sign on?
Yeah, just, standard to everybody. Ask a question. We'll answer the question. Let somebody else on. Come back on. That kind of thing. You guys know how this works.
I'll explain it. No worries. You sound sick. Are you okay?
I just came off of the tide last night, so.
Oh. So you've just been hollering.
Yeah.
Okay. Hollering's fine. All right, I'll sign on. I'll explain it.
Okay.
And now, for all of you who are still here, the man of the hour who we are so excited to see.
I'm trying to be a turtle.
We
like
can make
a ninja turtle or just a turtle?
A ninja turtle or just a turtle?
A turtle.
I agree with you. We're gonna make
turtles
are
great.
Turtle.
We got they carry the house around on the back. It's amazing.
Alice is gonna be a chipmunk.
A chipmunk?
He's gonna be an eye.
An eye? Okay. Say bye.
Creative things.
Bye,
buddy.
Bye. Thank you for coming by.
Man.
Thank you, guys.
No, thank you, Sophie. The greatest. You guys are the best. Thanks for being such a supportive community.
Do you want to record an ad real fast?
Let's do it. Okay. It's just like rolling in slowly this week.
Well, they're doing those pre-records like the Huggies ones. So
I know.
Which I like those a lot. Those are the best.
Let's open up Audacity.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Is this the
kill list?
Kill list. Hold on. Oops. Okay.
Like they want a 60-second ad, and it's like
Not 60 seconds. We'll just talk real slow. All right. Are you ready to record?
I am.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, record.
Okay.
All right. First two paragraphs.
Started, or do you want?
Sure.
Yeah. In a quiet suburb, a community is shattered by the death of a beloved wife and mother. But this tragic loss of life quickly turns into something even darker. Her husband had tried to hire a hitman on the dark web to kill her, and she wasn't the only target. Because buried in the depths of the internet is the kill list, a cache of chilling documents containing names, photos, addresses, and specific instructions for people's murders.
The Kill List podcast is a true story of how one writer ended up in a race against time to warn those whose lives were in danger. Follow Kill List on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to Kill List and more Exhibit C true crime shows like Morbid early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus. Check out Exhibit C in the Wondery app for all your true crime listening.
We got pretty close to 60 seconds. Yeah.
Barely. We talk so slow.
We talked very slow. This is the slowest I've ever talked.
No. I was like, is Brett drunk? Okay. When do you want to record this week? Or when are you out of town, I should say?
We have to do it tomorrow.
Okay. No problem. Let's do it.
We're out. We leave
Tuesday.
Well, we leave Tuesday. So,
okay.
I mean, we don't have to record if you don't want to. We're way ahead. If you want to wait, we can.
Let's record. Could we do 8:40? Is that okay? Yeah. Like 10 minutes later?
Of course.
That would be perfect.
Of course. We can do 8:45.
Okay.
If you want to.
I have Bible study and then I can go.
Okay. Let's do 8:45 because you always.
I'll do 8:45.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds
awesome.
Good. All right, guys. Thanks for putting up with my scratchy voice tonight. I appreciate it.
I really was afraid you got sick, but it was just cheering for the time, man.
Now, I'll say this. I am getting old. I can tell because
you lose your voice doing it.
I give it all. I mean, you got to understand. I'm giving it all.
I've watched games with you.
There were at least, I'm going to say 5 times where I thought I was going to pass out, and I had to just kind of stop and take a moment.
Like you felt like you were going to pass out because you were screaming so hard you couldn't breathe, or something
exactly.
Else?
Like I'm not breathing enough because I got to, you got to keep the noise level up, right? You can't. And so I would feel myself and I'd be like, okay.
Wait, were you in person or were you watching on TV?
No, I was there. Yeah, I was there.
Okay. If it were, that's actually a little bit better. If it were on TV, I'd be like, I don't know, Brett. I think you should get it checked out.
But my entire body hurts today. I feel like I played the game. I was getting hit. I'm sore all over. I mean, yeah.
That's really, I'm sorry to hear that, but I know exactly what you mean. Man, I can't drop it like it's hot. I never could. I can't even pretend. When you funny dance, I'm like, oh, that's gonna throw out something.
Yeah. It's sad.
So great.
I can't go to all games anymore because I'm just, glad there's only a few that are like that, or I would just I couldn't do it.
It was a fun game though. Well,
yeah, it was fun at the end.
I was gonna say.
It was fun at the beginning and it was fun at the very end. The in between was a little stressful, but
yeah.
Anyway,
less stressful when you're watching from home. So
yeah. All right, guys. See y'all later. Bye, Alice.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. 8:45 tomorrow. See y'all.
Do I need to stay on to upload?
No, we're not doing that.
Did we not?
We just record it straight to the. It records straight to the.
Oh, thing. Because they gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, we're good. It's you only have to upload when it's when you're recording locally, which we didn't do. If we'd recorded locally, everybody on there would have recorded. Oh,
you're right. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow today. The weekend,
it's okay. It's okay.
Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
You two, my favorite people.
We're so excited to have Kristen on, guys. You are in for a treat. You're always in for a treat when you hear from her.
It's true.
Okay. If you have great descriptors for me, I would love
Me?
that. No, not you.
Oh.
Kristen, have I asked you before? What does Othram mean?
Othram
I wondered
is
the same thing.
the wall that protects the city in Lord of the Rings. So it's that black wall that protects the city. And so, like several public safety companies in the U.S. are named after Lord of the Rings words. And so when we came into play, we were like, you know what? We're going to protect the places that we test DNA in. And so that was one way to name it. The other thing is the wall sort of looks like a hexagon. A hexagon is a carving of life. And so if you look at Othram's logo, I have it here. It can be the wall that protects the city, but it could also be the carbon ring of life, and the negative space is the missing person that you're identifying.
Wow. I love how y'all are huge.
Hopefully we didn't ask that before. Man, you might have to say that again.
I wondered the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start because there's just too much good material that we're like, we're just going to make you say
Leave it on the table.
Yeah. Leave it on the table. All right.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. You get to sign off too.
Yeah, you're part of the show.
Thanks, guys. And David just announced a new solve. Is it the
wow.
Maryland? It's a second Maryland case while we're sitting here.
Okay, I love whenever you look over to the side because another case is solved.
I'm excited because they're celebrating, and I know what they're doing when they're celebrating.
Wow, amazing.
Hey, David. Sorry we picked Kristen over you. It's not because we don't like you.
We love you, David.
Oh, thank you guys for picking me. Most people
one
pick
second
him.
Before you sign off. Guys, I have to end the stream to download the local things, but we love you. We'll see y'all soon. Now we go live, so you stop talking about all of our fans.
Whatever. I love our fans.
Yeah. Do you notice that because I'm the bigger person.
What?
Because I'm the bigger person. I took out one of my dashes, even though I think one dash is inferior to two dashes.
Okay, can I confess something to you?
I took it out.
Can I confess something to you?
Sure.
I agree with you. 2 dashes is proper, but I wasn't going to change out of principle.
See, that tells you who's the bigger person.
Says the person with the Clue Award back there.
There's some things I'll never change. Yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all, this is just too good. Because here's the thing, the dash could act as 2 purposes. It could simply be like a space. When I was doing it, it wasn't like, you know how sometimes it's just in parentheses. That's how we do it for work. In parentheses, like who you are. But anyway,
I think more of a long pause, like
a long pause.
The Prosecutors.
Oh my goodness. Okay. How was your day?
It was good.
Good. Today was like a long Monday. I was just hanging out. I was hanging out with Mr. Alice on the couch before coming to record. And he was like, yeah. And then I had that breakfast this morning. And I was like, that was today? It felt like 3 days ago.
It was a long day.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. So.
But you had a good day?
I did have a good day.
I didn't see you all weekend. That's weird.
Is that right? I guess that is right.
We made it to the pool each day, and it was approximately 60 degrees. It was freezing. Yeah,
it was too cold for us.
No. It was too cold for everybody, but my boys.
Did y'all go to the dinosaurs? Were you at the dinosaurs?
No, because we are like adamantly into cephalopods right now, which means to the exclusion of dinosaurs.
Oh, I see.
It's kind of weird. I'm like, you can like
just
dinosaurs
octopuses
and cephalopods, and they're like, no, my whole heart devotion is to cephalopods. I'm like,
did I ever get you a copy of the Call of Cthulhu for beginning readers? Did I ever get you a copy
No.
of that? Well, I'll have to get you a copy of that. Because, Cthulhu has cephalopod-ish.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are listening.
Hey, happy Mother's Day.
It was a great day. I'm trying to think. Did I tell the story? No, we haven't recorded since. Did I tell you the sweet story of my oldest?
Why don't you tell it again?
Maybe the sweetest thing he's ever done in his life. I know I've already told it before, but I have to tell it again because he didn't do anything sweet on Mother's Day, so I'm just going to have to live off of this, forever. Mm-hmm. But he woke up early and put a little chair. By the way, it was a children's chair, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that my large adult buttocks did not fit in it. So I couldn't sit in the chair. And he pushed it up to the coffee table and put a cup of a cup of water and Cheerios because that's what he can reach from his vantage point. It was so sweet. But that's all he did. And then on Sunday, he kind of dialed it in because he was like, "Good morning, I made you breakfast," and he handed me a bowl with a whole orange inside, not peeled, just an orange. And I was like, "Oh, thanks." So it kind of went downhill from there, but it's the thought that counts. And he said that, you know how they do those adorable, what do you call them, Mad Libs? He wrote, "My mom is really good at putting bad guys in jail."
Aww.
Which was sweet because I didn't think he knew what I did.
Well, that's not what you do anymore.
That's not what I do anymore.
Keep the bad guys out of jail.
I don't do criminal now, so there's that. For the most part, if we go into criminal, then things have gone wrong.
It's true.
Okay.
Okay, we ready to do this? Oh, I gotta
ready.
pick a.
I was talking to try
I gotta
to
pick a name. Sorry, I was too busy talking. I was listening to you. I'll go back to ignoring you since that's a better way to do it.
We went to the zoo too. That was fun.
Oh, wow.
It rained at the zoo. I'm a great mom. I took them to the zoo on Mother's Day. But it was really cold. Again, it was like 60 degrees, so I'm ready anytime.
Okay,
I can't wait.
Let's see.
We will be in this area very soon.
That's true. We sure will.
Sure will.
I'll let you shout out the school because I forget which one it was.
Oh, darn. I need to pull it up then. Hold on one second.
Okay, let's see.
Because I have to get the whole name right. Okay, got it.
I'm just looking for a word. Okay,
let me tell the school that we're recording it right now because they asked and I forgot to respond.
Wait, what? Somebody gave me this word, but I don't know what it means. And when I look it up, it doesn't sound like it is a word. I'm going to call you this word anyway. and we'll just go with it. So there we go. Okay. You ready? Okay. It wasn't you, Sophie. It wasn't you. Okay. Let's see.
We always say good law make good good facts make good law, bad facts make bad law. And in this particular situation, clear as mud, you can see how the victims here have truly suffered a lot and their voices.
You know, I guess by the time this comes out, we'll be back from CrimeCon. How is that possible?
I don't know, man. I'm excited about CrimeCon, though.
Yeah, hopefully we're still alive. If not, enjoy this final episode of The Prosecutors. It's been fun. But assuming that we do make it back from CrimeCon, and probably even if we don't, because we'll probably record this before we go to CrimeCon. Done. All right, I'm gonna start the live up.
Okay, I need to think about
it's no rush. You've been thinking. I'm feeling this is the first time today I feel like I've got to sit down. So
oh no, has it been a crazy day?
Oh, it's been a wild day.
How did you have time? Like
today,
I like sped watched everything. How did you have time to watch it?
I put it on like 2 times. Basically, I got from the moment I got home until like 20 minutes ago. I was watching nonstop. It. Yeah, I
was watching it until 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I had to do this sentencing for this lawyer who decided to leave the office and join private practice. So I was left with the case.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Okay. We can talk about it later. It went fine. It went fine.
Okay.
It went fine.
Sorry, you had to do my work. I'm
fine.
Sorry. I didn't even know that.
It was 2 hours long.
Thank you.
And we didn't have witnesses.
2 hours?
It was just...
And you didn't have witnesses?
It was just arguing.
Argument?
Yes.
What?
I'll tell you all about it later.
A little aggressive. I have an idea what it is, but man, that stinks. Sorry about that. I put more work on you.
It's okay.
All my fault.
No, I'll blame you.
Well, I was gonna. Let me think of Let me put in my mind of a words are escaping me, and it's not gonna bode well for tonight. It's great. Okay. Hold on. You're making me nervous.
Why? Why am I making you nervous? Yes, they really did sneak me out the back because there were people waiting on me up front. So I had to go out the back. Yeah. And I was the good guy. This was just.
Wait, oh, you're not kidding?
No.
You really did have to sneak out?
No, they took me out through the
Why?
back.
Did you get some threats today?
No, it was just pretty obvious that there was a group of people waiting on me if I walked out the front. So
I'm sorry. I left you in a difficult situation when I left the office.
you did in so many ways, but
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But thank you.
You're welcome.
And don't you think I don't know that you've been trying to remove me from all the cases that I'm still on the docket
Oh yeah,
for?
that's why you get those removals.
I appreciate it. No, thank you for doing that because I had been doing it and then I was like, there's too many cases. I can't do this.
Yeah. How do you feel? Everybody wants to know how you feel. Do you feel better?
No, I didn't piss anyone off, Justine. I just left all the work for Brett to do is what I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the people I prosecuted are mad at me.
I mean, look, somebody's got to
now they're mad at
prosecute,
Brett.
right? Somebody's got to say,
Someone's
you
gotta
did a bad
prosecute.
thing and you have
That
to go
I'm
to
okay
prison.
with.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to go to prison. It's not my fault. You only did it.
Okay. Did you want to just talk through what happened today?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all I want to do.
Okay. I'm sorry. How am I feeling? Not worse, not better. Which is good. When you're not feeling worse, that's good. My lungs hurt a little bit, but like whose lungs don't hurt?
What do you need lungs for anyway?
Okay. I might cough a good bit tonight, but it's okay. Okay. Why can't I think of anything to call you?
I don't know. Anybody in the, there you go, sneaky, perjurous.
Oh, because you snuck out the fast. I know. I was thinking about that.
People get mad when we say somebody lied. They get mad.
Well, somebody did lie,
clutch their
and there's a
pearls,
finding of it.
and they faint.
Okay, I got you. I'm ready. Don't
Sorry.
let me forget this word. Okay, access. You talk about access for 2 seconds. I just heard my child break out of his room. Let me go lock him back in his room. And
do
I'll
that.
be right back.
Do that. Yeah. Yeah, while she's gone. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, it's like a different language over there in South Carolina, in Charlotte, or whatever. They like, do it. I just don't get it. Low country. Got great grits. But, no, it could have been Barnwell County. It sounded like Arnwell or Arnold to me. Could be Barnwell. Could be anything. Any number of things. But, anyway, Barnwell. Charlotte. Anyway, so I had this like crazy. Today was a really busy day, so I'm glad to be with you guys, drinking bourbon. You know, this is when bourbon tastes especially good. You sound the same, Brett. Oh, that hurts my feelings, Lillian. But it would be Lillian who would hurt my feelings because that's what she does. Just constantly. Put that on there. There we go. Wouldn't be alive without Lillian. Looking all serious in her photograph. No. Thank you, Mr. Blair. Thank you. I do what I can. I don't have a Odyssey, so I can't talk about that. I do love Costco. Costco, by the way, excellent liquor department. If you guys are ever looking, the Costco brands, fantastic. Highly recommend Costco tequila. Silver Costco tequila, great. Just as good as like Patron or Don Julio. I do not get heartburn from bourbon. I do get heartburn from Sonic on occasion. Yeah, so for a long time, you couldn't buy alcohol, or you could buy alcohol, but you couldn't buy liquor at the Costco in Alabama, but they have changed that. So, and there's Jason Ussery saying Merry Christmas, as always. Kirkland Sauvignon Blanc. I get all my wine some First Leaf, like you should. I'm just saying.
Sorry. Middle child has figured out how to run out of his room, so I've retaliated by taking his
Oh,
dining room.
wow. There you go. Punishment.
I'm sorry.
All right. Sorry I kept you so long, Alice. I forgot you were actually trying to, like, do work tonight.
Whatever. I said it. I'll do work when everyone's
We
asleep.
quit our jobs. That's what I've decided.
Cool.
That's what I was sitting. As
Deal.
I was watching the hearing at 2 times speed because I couldn't watch it live because I was in the sentencing. I was like, why are we still working? Why are we still working?
I watched it like during dinner, and my kids were like, "What's happening? Who was murdered?" I was like, "Nothing."
I was like eating ramen because I couldn't eat anything else. Anyways,
poor thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, thank you. Okay, let's save this because this was good. This is part 2, right? We'll just call it part 2.
We'll just call it part 2.
Okay, hold on.
And we have ads to record too.
Yes.
So we can do that as well at the end. So if I'm sniffly, that's why.
No, I'm sorry.
Let's see here.
I was listening to Stolen, but like, there's like so many episodes about nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, because there's not much information. I get it, but it's like
Right.
I'm like 6 episodes in, and I'm like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like
funny
a lot
'cause
about her own trauma.
Right, which is great. I mean,
Which now, I mean, I do understand why people like our show, because it's like, they're recounting facts, but that's like it. Like there's no like thinking about what it means and like.
Well, yeah, and I also, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, this is how
what
most
the people
shows are.
think.
It's true.
But-
It is true. When you don't have much information, but like so much of it is wanting.
Well, the thing that I always think's funny is when people talk about how we go on and on about stuff. And I'm like, but we really don't. Compared to most podcasts
Right.
that manage to get like 8 or 9 episodes out of one story
like no
where
facts.
there's no information. It's like, I don't know. I think people just like to complain though. more than
It
others.
is true. It is true. Okay.
Apparently some people there's a hockey game on, so we may have a lower number.
Are you
Hello to all of you who are not watching hockey. You're the good fans.
Also, we're like recording every day this week, so people can
That's
they
true.
can pick and choose what they want.
That's true. That's true.
Um,
We see you, Lily. We see
Yes.
you.
okay. Anything in particular?
I'm ready whenever
wanna
you
talk- Okay, I'm ready.
I
Welcome
I sent
back.
you the
Yeah.
email.
I got you.
So that was what I wanted to talk about.
Sometimes
Turn
the
your
au-
volume up just a
I
little
was
bit.
gonna say my volume has been.
It's been a little low
Oh,
lately.
you know what? It got turned down. That's why.
There you go.
I don't know who turned it down, but it did. Sorry about that. I saw someone complain.
That's okay.
All right, it did get turned down. I don't know who turned it down. I mean, there are a lot of chillins running around here. So.
Yeah, I have a few suspects. I'm gonna go ahead and go live.
Okay,
by the
couple
way.
chillins.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. Is this
Okay.
prosecutors or legal briefs?
Yeah, prosecutors.
Okay, perfect.
Duh.
Dude, sorry.
Okay.
I've been on a field trip all day. I'm so tired.
Mhm. All right, here we go. Now look, we'll probably record more.
We'll
with you
probably
guys.
record. Don't worry. We're not gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
we'll
be, like,
probably be
super
recording for
deprived or whatever.
2025 in like December. You may.
Right.
There's probably going to be a few weeks here, maybe all of November, that you don't see Alice. At least you may see me some.
You'll see plenty of Brett. Brett can't stay away. He does love you guys.
And Alice is
And-
just so into the Delphi thing that
I am.
you actually will see us at least one more time because I think
We'll
Sunday.
do one more recap.
Assuming.
This is not part of the episode, but enough of you have asked. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring your questions because I think there are a lot of you who, like, remember, comparison is the thief of joy, who are like, how are you having another baby? Like, it's impossible to, it's such a struggle this day and age of having kids, working, keeping your life together. I will have a real talk with you. If you're in that boat, first of all, don't ever compare yourself to something else. You see like an hour of my life. Like 99.9% of the rest of my life is a mess. I'm happy to share that with you because I don't want false impressions. But if you ever feel alone in motherhood, in balancing work and your life, whether you have kids or not, send us an email. Like, we are so real about how crazy our lives are, which is why we're so thankful for all of you, because the only reason we keep doing this is because y'all are so worth it. Like, you guys are just really some of the best community I could have never imagined finding this late in my life. Like, this was not on my bingo card of life. So don't compare yourself to anyone who has 1, 2, 3, however many kids, has however many jobs. there's more to the story. And if you want to talk about it, I'm more than happy to talk about it with you, but don't compare yourself to other people. So that's all.
She is superhuman, though. So
I'm not superhuman.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to stop recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday, my daughter, who was supposed to be taking a nap, gets up from her nap and comes into the living room where my wife is working and says, "Mommy, I just have one question. Who is DB Koopa and why did he steal the money?" It's like, wow. Okay.
She's 4, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the same thing several years ago. So my daughter's 17 now, but several years ago I was watching, it was like a Dateline in the living room, and I thought she was out in another room, and they were talking about sexual assault. And then I look up and she's watching, and somebody's been murdered and sexually assaulted, and she's watching it. So I immediately turn off the TV, and she looks at me, she goes, "Don't worry, Mom, I'm like you." That's exactly what she said.
I'm like you.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
So I just laughed. I'm like, yeah, but that's just not appropriate right now. So you're a little too
I
young
have to
for that.
pretend, guys.
And then I found out later in life, as she's gotten older, she loves, I mean, she wants to go into medicine. She doesn't want to be an FBI agent, but she loves interrogation videos. So she watches those. She just finds them fascinating. I'm like, oh, you got to watch the Stephanie Lazarus one, LAPD.
Have great bedside manner. Like, really, she's going to be so discerning.
Whenever you're ready to start, I'm ready to start.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, let me close these. All right, ready to record?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on. Don't update. 3, 2, 1, record. Boom, boom.
Okay.
Let me just check my volume. Okay. Volume. Okay.
Awesome. Wait. Why is it doing that?
What?
Oh,
I heard that.
yeah, it's because it's coming out of my speakers and not my.
That was me the other day.
Yeah. Let me just.
Yep, you're fine.
Just gotta tell it where to go through. Let's see. Settings.
I'm tired again. Did you guys get home yesterday or today?
We got home yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
How are you?
Oh, good. Just, a weekend is a weekend. It's really fun. We went strawberry picking, got delicious strawberries.
Oh, and you didn't even invite me.
Because you make fun of me when I invite you to pick strawberries.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. This right. So, yeah, that's right. All right, I've changed the audio output, so it should work now.
Okay.
Hold on, let me do one thing.
So, just Okay, do you want to start recording again?
I'm testing it real fast.
Oh, okay. I'm loving this, like, all of a sudden cold snap we just had.
It has been cold.
It was awesome, except I was totally misdressed this morning. I had like a sundress on, and I was like, "Why is it?" Hello.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
To record again? I'm gonna stop. Okay, 3, 2, 1, record.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, you ready to do
it's
part
almost
1 of
too
37?
late here. 1 of 37. Yeah, let's get started on why
West Memphis 3, baby.
West Memphis 3 and how we are going to exonerate them all.
24 and 25 is all we're doing.
24 and 25.
No more cases till 2026.
So just shut it down now if you think you're going to get another case.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, let's see. What was I doing before we started making
that was
jokes?
a joke, y'all. Don't quit our podcast.
So many jokes. Got all the jokes.
I'm here for the jokes.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do
You
it.
ready? Oh, you got to start. So.
Oh, I do. Okay. Let me think of a descriptor. How do I not be too spicy in my descriptor?
Have you ever not been spicy?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be spicy on this one. we'll save it for 2026. More spicy. Okay, let me think. I've already called you Supreme, so
I mean, we can probably get 3 episodes out of Mr. Bojangles alone.
I really do like playing with everyone about West Memphis 3, though. It's really fun.
Yeah, and like snapping turtles. I mean, you do a whole episode on snapping turtles. Like, was there a wrestling match that night or not? Who knows, right? It's a complete mystery.
All of this. All I'm saying is you guys are really making the case for us to do it, not.
Yeah, people are just so ridiculous about this.
Why are people so angry about this case? My goodness.
I don't know.
I think there are so few things in this life that are not like directly related to me. Like something that is my life that gets me this fired up.
No, but I'll tell you what.
Do about certain cases.
I really enjoyed making people mad. I mean, I'm
clearly not. Here's the thing. I don't have time for
really
social
get
media.
A kick out of it.
So like, y'all can't touch me because I don't know that you're mad at me because I have a life.
See, that's the thing. Like, Alice pays no attention to the social media at all.
I pay some attention, but who has time, y'all?
Barely any. Though the little bit.
Because everyone wants to hate on us. And like if I wanted to find all the hate out there for us, I wouldn't have enough hours in a day. So I choose to ignore the hate.
Yeah, Joe, that is so true. No, like Alice notices social media usually when I've gotten people stirred up about something. She's like, what is going on?
What did you do now?
Well, just no, it's great.
Getting us in trouble again.
I just, I don't know. Like if people come here to get some like boilerplate, what you expect to hear thing, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm not here to stroke your egos and make you feel better.
Honestly, about every case that we've ever covered, I don't go in thinking anything because I haven't heard of the cases before we do them.
Let's just be clear for those of you, the 59 of you who are still in the room. Alice doesn't know anything about West Memphis 3.
Nothing. I know nothing about West Memphis 3.
Anything about it.
I can't even emphasize how much I don't know about it.
She could not name the 3.
No, of course not. Of course not. And you know what? That is the way I approach these cases on purpose. I don't go read Reddit. I don't go listen. I read the case file because that's what we do when we get a case. That's what we ask the jurors to do. Don't go do your own research about like what everyone else is interpreting, right? What do the facts say in this case? So yeah, that's just the truth. And that was the truth about Adnan. I care one way or the other about Adnan.
If we do it and we think they're guilty at the end of it, we are going to tell you that they are guilty. So if you want us to cover this case, just know that if we get to the end of it and the evidence, not the documentaries, not the books, not the shiny statements by Pearl Jam say that they're guilty, that's what we're going to say. And on the other hand, oh yeah, Eddie Vedder, big supporter. On the other hand, if when we get to the end, we don't think they're guilty, that's what we're going to say. And it just doesn't matter to me who gets mad about that or how mad they get. That is what's going to happen. And that is the only promise we've ever made to you is we will not lie to you. We will tell you exactly what we think about any case we look at.
And here is why this opinion, this Arkansas Supreme Court opinion, confused me so much because I don't know anything about this case. The facts that the dissent puts out and the majority puts out, that's the extent of the facts I understand about this case. And so when I was reading this, I was like, this is not a statutory interpretation case. Like I literally read it and I was like, I don't understand. They said it was habeas. This is against their jurisprudence. And I read it 3 times because I was like, this just makes no sense as a legal opinion. It wasn't because I cared about Damian Eccles and his position and testing. I don't even know what they want to test. I literally have no idea what they want to test. But if you're talking about statutory interpretation, this is a confusing opinion. And I just want to point that out because if you have like a law student reading this, trying to learn about statutory interpretation, they're going to like fail their statutory interpretation class. So just like be warned. And I think that's helpful to know because for so long you think that everything you read is exactly what they're telling you. And like the older I get, the more I realize like people say whatever they want and call it whatever they want. And they co-opt language and define it as they want. And that's why oftentimes like language is very confusing, not just because it's my second language.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing with courts. It's always fun to sort of see how they support their reasoning. I mean, because that's the thing. I mean, court opinions
are reasoning. That's what's great about the courts, as I think it was Madison said, or Hamilton, maybe it was Hamilton, that the Supreme Court, the judiciary, was the least dangerous branch because it doesn't have armies, can't pass laws. All it can do is convince you that it's right. And the reason you, at the end of the day, I mean, the reason that you uphold it is because the reasoning's good. And if the reasoning's bad, then eventually some other court's going to overturn it. You know, like the opinions that endure tend to be the opinions that at some point, even if they're not initially, become unassailable. And then other things fade away because even if it takes decades, you know, eventually people see through it. I mean, it's something like Plessy versus Ferguson, which is an 8-1 opinion. I mean, you got eight justices, and there's one guy who's like, yeah, I don't know about this, guys. This seems to be contrary to the Constitution. And it took a long time. I mean, it took 60 years, but eventually that was overturned by a 9-0 opinion. And I think that's why I like the law, because I like the reasoning. So when a court does what I think this court did here, I think it's worth pointing it out. Like, hey, I mean, this is pretty outcome based.
And look, they get to do it. They are the Supreme Court. You know, like, we're just a couple of podcasters. Like, whatever, we don't get to decide it, but like, you're allowed to understand how statutory interpretation works. And we're not the only ones who think this. And this happens. This happens not just at the Arkansas Supreme Court. This happens in lots of courts. This happens sometimes at the Supreme Court, you know? And I think it's important to know enough to be able to recognize when that is happening, to form your own knowledgeable interpretation of what's happening.
And I mean, we will do it eventually, guys. I don't know where this idea came that we were never going to do West Memphis 3. We're going to do West Memphis 3 eventually. Now,
it might be 2026.
I'm hoping this podcast has a lot of longevity, so it might be a while, but we'll do it eventually. And Paradise Lost, some people are discussing Paradise Lost in the chat. The first Paradise Lost is really good. And I think you can watch the first Paradise Lost and come out either way. I really think you can watch the first Paradise Lost and think that at least Damien is guilty, even if you think the other two aren't. Or you can watch it and be absolutely convinced that a horrible injustice was done. Paradise Lost 2 is trash, as Joe says. Absolute exploitive trash. And if you want to see an example of just horrendous money-grabbing documentary, Paradise 2 is your go-to. And then you got West of Memphis, which is obviously they were in the bag. Yeah, it's an advocacy piece for the West Memphis 3. And then Paradise Lost 3, which brings everything around, and sort of it and West of Memphis are very similar. And then the book, The Devil's Knot. If you haven't read The Devil's Knot, obviously from someone who believes West Memphis 3 are innocent and is honest with you from the very beginning. That's what she thinks. Very well written. I really enjoyed that book a lot. So if you're looking for things to look at while you await our eventual, inevitable coverage of this case.
Don't leave them on. We don't know when it's going to be.
I don't know when it's going to be. It literally could be years from now.
Is that your way of getting people to listen to us for years?
There you go. You just never know.
Oh gosh, guys, this is not a play on that. It's just that it's a huge case and it takes a very long time.
Yes, it will take.
We might have to wait for our kids to be a little more self-sufficient so we have time to research.
Yeah. I think Gina needs to spend a little bit more time with the record if she thinks there's no evidence against the West Memphis 3.
I mean, it was kind of detailed in this Arkansas opinion. Like I said, I haven't read the whole transcript yet. But
Jesse Misskelley's confession, which didn't even come in the trial of.
We're not going to get into this now, Brett. It's going to be 100 episodes. Wow, this has been fun, as always.
This has been fun. We will talk to you guys soon. Alice, I want to record one thing with you after we let everybody go.
Okay.
But we'll see you guys soon. Thursday, probably, right, Alice?
Probably Thursday, yeah. I can do Tuesday if you need. I just have to get up really early.
No, let's do Thursday. Thursday's fine. Thursday, for those of you who want to know who D.B. Cooper is, you will find out.
We will solve the case.
On Thursday. So we'll see you guys then. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Oh, stop your recording. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. when I had to like sit here for 10 minutes and like sit with my thoughts about Robert, it got really sad. So sorry, you were seeing really sad Alice. But I like skipped my cup of coffee today. Never do that. Never go cold turkey on coffee, especially when you're like a 5-cup of coffee a day person. Because I was like feeling good. The sun was shining. I was like running around and I was like, I worked out and then I like did something with the kids and I was like, I don't need coffee. I'm past the top of needed coffee. And then I was like, maybe my kids' naps will coincide. Now maybe I'll take like a cat nap, like a 30-minute nap. So I'm not going to drink coffee. And of course, no naps aligned. No cat nap happened. And I'm so tired. So I was coming up here and I was like, oh, you know, like a full day with your kids, Saturday, Sunday. It's wonderful. All you wonderful moms who are able to stay at home with your kids all the time. Like, man, like, oh, you're amazing. Because after 2 days, I feel like, you know, I'm dead. And so I was like, oh, I can't drink coffee now. This is like crazy. Then I'll never go to sleep. So I grabbed a handful of Wilbur buds, which we got from Lidditz Elementary. They're these chocolates that look like they're not Hershey Kisses. They're better than Hershey Kisses. Because they taste like real. Does that make sense? Like it tastes good. Like cocoa, just like melting in your mouth. So I grabbed a handful and they were like melting in my mouth, giving me life as I was sitting here waiting for you, Brett. And now I actually do feel much better, but that was my caffeine of choice as I walked up here. So does anyone else know what Wilbur chocolates are? Had you ever heard of it?
No.
I'd never heard of it, but I hope we can buy them somewhere because I don't know what's going to happen when I finish this bag.
I know.
So, okay, guys, I'm going to put it in the comments because you guys will hear all about Lidditz Elementary later. But yes, Wilbur. But it's like this tiny town of 10,000 people, but it has everything. It's like the greatest town ever, including the hometown of this amazing chocolate that you should all go buy. And also I found out that, like in my other life, I have a job. My client is the parent company of Wilbur. So I should tell my client to pay me in chocolate.
In chocolate.
Because I really want those chocolates instead. So anyways, we're not getting paid for this whatsoever. This is not an ad. This is just me telling you guys I discovered a chocolate today and you guys know I love chocolate. I love chocolate. These are just like little drops of sunshine in a bag. You just eat them. They're a little smaller than Hershey Kisses, but bigger than chocolate chips that you cook with. And they are life-giving. End. Now I'm ready for theory.
And with that,
now I feel. See, I just needed to ramp up. I need to get there. You know.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for putting up with me.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm nervous. Okay, really quick.
Don't be nervous.
Obviously, we're like stalling. So, you know, when you're nervous, I'm nervous. So, did you know? I think I've said this before. When you have adrenaline, adrenaline makes you need to pee. And so, before I ever went on stage for all my performances, like the one thing you weren't allowed to do was pee right before going on stage because it was adrenaline rather than you actually needing to go to the bathroom and like you then like get rid of all your adrenaline and you need your adrenaline for performance. And so it's always been like, I don't know if this is a rule for all performers, but like I've been told this since I was a child. Like you don't get to go to the bathroom right before you're going on stage because that's your adrenaline. It's not really needing to pee. I need to pee. But I think it's adrenaline. So anyways, TMI, sorry.
Wow. Okay.
I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew. I'm really excited.
I can tell.
I'm going to get sued. That's why I'm all hyped up.
This is going to be a wild one, guys. This is going to be a wild one.
I'm so going to get sued.
I don't know what's going to happen on this. We'll just go. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
I'm going to need to take a break because we're only like halfway through. So give me like 2 seconds.
And that adrenaline's pumping?
Yes. I'll be right back.
Okay. The Sweet 16, baby. I know y'all are all watching. Pulling for Bama. We're all tied. 2 down, 4 to go. It's 3 2-game tournaments. Remember? Won the first one. Personally, I was just glad to see Florida lose and Yale win. Right, Paige? Let's see. How's Yale doing? I'll give Alice an update when she gets back. Yale's losing. And now they're playing a good team this time, so they're having trouble. Yeah, they're down 12 now. So.
Should have listened to myself earlier.
Should have listened. Okay.
Whew.
Woo!
That was intense.
It was intense.
I'm glad I had those chocolates.
Yeah, chocolates. Good for you.
Now I'm all, this is the thing. Now I'm all amped up, but I was like so tired I could have fallen asleep an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I know we've talked about this. So now I'm going to go watch the documentary, I guess, for tomorrow.
I know. Oh, yeah. You got to do that. That's right. There you go. Great. That's what I'll do, too. I'll watch the documentary.
Perfect. We can text each other about our thoughts.
Have a bourbon.
Another terrible human being.
Yeah, we're doing an interview tomorrow, but you guys can't take part in it. Sorry.
But you'll
hear about it later. Yep.
All of a sudden we have don't forget, legal briefs this week needs to be.
Does it have to be this week, or can it be next week?
I mean, I thought we told him it was going to be last week.
We did, but I mean, whatever, you know.
Okay, fine.
I had it scheduled for next week. I told Jason to do it next week.
For the 4th? For the 5th, April?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just feel kind of bad.
Yeah, you know, it slipped my mind because I was gone. Anyways.
No, we had a lot of.
There's a lot going on.
A lot, yeah, exactly.
Because I want to go ahead and release the Delphi one because it's like timely.
I know we need to release that one. Okay, we'll do it the 4th. Let's tell him when it is so he can plan.
Okay, sounds like a plan. All right, guys, we'll see y'all later. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Guys.
Bye, Alice. I love you.
Bye.
Mean it. You're the best.